it's Lauren. So this video has been very highly requested in the past few weeks, and it is for my curly hair tutorial to show you guys how I achieve this look. I just want to say thank you guys for requesting it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have any questions about how I do it or whatever, just leave them below and I'll respond. And thank you guys so much for watching. See you later, guys. Bye. Okay guys, so today was my wash day. So I basically let my hair air dry, just hanging down like that, and I just finished detangling my hair. Okay, so my hair is fully detangled and it's dry. I like to do it so that, I mean, every time I wash my hair I usually let it air dry, just because I feel like that's better. So now what I'm going to do is, the first thing that I like to do is section the hair off, by the braids that I'm going to be doing, because I find that sectioning it off is probably the most annoying part. So I figure if I just do it all in the beginning, then, you know, I get it over with and that's cool. Okay, and I'm just going to now section off my hair. Basically, I usually just do the bangs as like one piece. Like that. So I'm using this comb, but I'm not gonna let, you see how my bangs end here, but there's still more here. So I'm just gonna now attempt to just take out the longer bits of hair, because I don't want those in the braid, because then it'd just be harder to braid it. So anything that's long, I'm taking that out. Okay, it's just easier when everything is pretty much the same length. So I think that's pretty much it. Nothing else is long in there. Okay, so I'm just gonna section this off with one of these, like that. Okay? Now I'm gonna take a section right in back of the section with the bang. Now let me tell you something. These sections absolutely do not need to be totally perfect at all, because it's actually kind of better when they're not, because then when you take it down, it's not so rigid, and you don't exactly see that, okay, one braid came from this section and one braid came from this section. It just looks nice and I guess integrated. So I'm just gonna take another one of these and section that off right there. I'm gonna take the sides, just like that. This I'm just doing with my finger, because as I said, it's not really all that important for the parts to be perfect. Just gonna roll this section like that, and section that off, sectioning that off. Okay guys, so I've changed my shirt because I was getting really hot, and as you can see, I've sectioned off my hair completely in the back. This little chunk right here is going to end up being 4 braids, but I don't really section it off because it's so easy to just kind of do it. So I'm going to start with, hold on, this one's not cooperating. Okay, I'm going to start with this braid on the left side right here to show you guys exactly what I do, okay? So there's different ways that I do this, and different times I put different products on my hair. Let me just get this out of my face. Depending on when I'm doing it. But for today, the only thing that I'm going to be doing is spraying it with water. Just misting it, I don't want to completely wet it, but just damp it a little bit. So I'm just going to spray it with a little bit of water, and then just work the water through like that, okay? And that's it. I'm just going to comb it through with the comb. Okay, so now I'm just going to separate it into 3 sections. I mean, you could basically do this however, as long as it's 3 sections. And I'm just going to begin to braid it. Now you want to make the top of it nice and tight so that your waves start all the way from the top. Okay, so I'm just going to be braiding this down now, like this. So now once I get to the end, and it's like pretty thin, I like to just stop it and leave a pretty good amount of hair at the end. And I just wet that piece. 1 second. And then today I'm using these curlers. You can use these. I've used these and I've used these in the past. You can use whatever you want, but I personally find these to be the most comfortable when I'm sleeping at night. But I've tried out all three and they work just as perfectly fine, okay? You can get these are by Conair, and you can get them, I believe, at CVS, Target, maybe even Sally's. So what I do now is I just take the end, the loose end, like this is not braided at all, okay? And then I just wrap it around like that, nice and tight, okay? And then I start to roll it up, okay? Roll it up like this, make sure it's nice and tight, and then you secure it by folding it in, folding the two ends toward each other, and overlapping them as much as you can, just like that, and it'll stay. Okay, so that's the method. Now I'm just gonna, show you guys, I'm basically just gonna do that around my whole head, okay? Now I'm going to do the back. So basically, like the back, I'm just going to use my fingers to kind of separate it just straight down the middle. And then I'm just going to section this part off to the side. It really doesn't need to be straight. And I don't know how straight the part is that I made. But I'm just going to section that off to the side. And then I'm just going to kind of just go right in the middle there. And create two sections. Try to make them as even as possible as far as how much hair is being used. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, like, it's okay. So, just like that. So now I'm going to do this, and basically just do the same thing to these two braids. But I just wanted to tell you guys, the two braids in the back, I wet these a little bit more than the rest of my hair, and the reason I do that is because I want to have a little bit of length, with my braid out. So by the morning time, this won't be completely dry and it will weigh down a little bit more than the rest of my hair. And we're rolling it up again. Okay guys, you can cover it with like any type of satin bonnet. If you have like a bandana, that's cool. You can use like one of these type of things, one of these or whatever. Just put it over and it'll be fine. Okay, this is it. Okay, all the braids are done. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow morning and show you guys how I take it down and style it. So see you guys in the morning. Sleep tight. Don't let the big ones bite. Bye. It's the morning and I just finished getting dressed, so I'm gonna take it out now. So basically, to take it out, I'm just going to release the like fastener type of things, I guess. Just take it out like that. Sorry, something's on my floor. Okay, and then just unravel it down like this, and you can see it's nice and curled like that. Just unbraid it now. Okay, now the reason that I don't really braid them all the way until like the very end is because when you do, the end will kind of look sort of like crinkly, and you don't want that. You just want it to look like, your hair just has a nice curl, okay, instead of looking like all crinkly at the end and stuff. And just kind of separate it one by one. Okay guys, so I'm going to do the rest and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I'm down to the last few braids. I just wanted to show you guys this one since I use a different type of curler. But as you can see, you get the same results. It's still... This is what it looks like when I first take it out. Okay? Let me tell you something, guys. About 20 minutes from now, it's going to weigh down and the curls are going to just kind of reform themselves and look very neat and very like perfect. So I'll show you guys. I'll come back when that happens, but for now I'll just style them the way that I want them to be for the day. So I happen to kind of feel like this looks like I have a wig on when I leave it just like that. Like I feel like I could just like take it off. So I don't usually wear my bangs like forward. Sometimes I twist them just to go like that. Sometimes I just do a whole bunch of twists in the front of my hair. But what you guys probably see me do most is I just pull it back like that. Okay. I usually just wet that front piece of my hair. Styling gel. Sorry, the water's running down my face. And just put a little, like that much. Don't need a whole lot of that. And just push that down. I'll just take 2 pins and stick them back there. Tresemme 2 Spray Ultra Fine Mist or whatever. And I don't use a lot of this, but I just do it just so that the curls kind of just stay in place or whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm just going to show you guys like how much I put. Okay, that's it. I'm using this pink sheen spray. I don't know if this thing actually gives me any sheen, but it's the only sheen spray I could find. And you could be a little bit more generous with this. Okay. Okay. So, I guess I'll come back when I'm done getting ready. Hey guys, so I'm totally in a rush right now. I'm sorry. Kind of ran out of time, but about 20 minutes has passed by, and so this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's like dropped, and it's just looks a lot more natural now. So this is it, going all the way around. Make sure you really finger through it so that you don't end up seeing like the parts in your hair. Okay, so this is the final result, and I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.